Hey, Vikings Nation. Skol. Baby, buckle up, because we're diving into the biggest NFL drama of the 2025 offseason. Aaron Rodgers and the swirling rumors about his future. Is he retiring? Could he shock the world and wear purple? Or are we just chasing ghosts? This is Vikings news, and we've got the latest on this quarterback saga that's got every fan on edge. Let's break it down with the passion only a Vikings fan can bring. Here's what's cooking in Minnesota. Picture this. Aaron Rodgers, the four-time MVP, sitting in his Malibu home, clean-shaven, dropping cryptic hints on the Pat McAfee show. Retirement? Pittsburgh? Or maybe, just maybe, a call from our very own Kevin O'Connell? The NFL world is buzzing, and Vikings fans are glued to every word. So what's the real deal? Stick with me for 10 scenes of pure Vikings drama, and let's figure out if Rodgers is a pipe dream or a purple possibility. What do you think, Skol Squad? Is Rodgers done, or is he plotting one last Super Bowl run? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get into it. The 2025 offseason is a soap opera, and Aaron Rodgers is the star. After a messy exit from the New York Jets, where new coach Aaron Glenn cut him loose in February, Rodgers is a free agent, and the rumors are flying. He's been linked to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Minnesota Vikings, and even retirement. On April 17th, he spoke publicly for the first time since his release, and let me tell you, Vikings fans, it was a roller coaster. Rodgers told Pat McAfee he's not rushing anything, saying, "I'm not holding anybody hostage." He's got personal matters, serious stuff with his inner circle, taking priority over football. But here's the kicker. He admitted to talks with multiple teams, including our Vikings. Could Kevin O'Connell, his old friend, be the one to change his mind? This feels like a movie, doesn't it? A 41-year-old legend weighing his legacy against a quiet life off the grid. What's your take, Vikings Nation? Would you want Rodgers in purple even for a year? Let me know below, because this story's just getting started. Let's zoom in on the Vikings side of this saga. Minnesota went 14-3 last season. Yeah, you heard that right, a powerhouse year. But our QB room is young, led by J.J. McCarthy, the 2024 first-round pick who missed his entire rookie season with a torn meniscus. The Vikings are all in on McCarthy, with coach Kevin O'Connell hyping him as the future. Reports from ESPN and Vikings.com confirm the team's stance. McCarthy is QB1 for 2025, with Brett Rippon as backup. No Rodgers, no drama, unless something wild happens like another McCarthy injury. Insider Adam Schefter even said on March 18th that Rodgers signing with Minnesota isn't happening anytime soon, if ever. But here's where it gets juicy. Rodgers and O'Connell go way back, and some fans are whispering about a mentorship role. Could Rodgers guide McCarthy while stealing a few starts? Tell me, Skol fans, would you trade McCarthy's growth for a year of Rodgers' magic? Hit the comments. Now, let's talk about the Rodgers to Vikings rumor that got everyone buzzing. Back in March, posts on X claimed Rodgers was pitching himself to Minnesota, maybe even as a mentor to McCarthy. Sports Illustrated reported he reached out, but the Vikings shut it down, sticking with their rookie. Rodgers himself denied the mentor pitch on McAfee's show, saying, "That's not something I brought up. This feels like classic Rodgers, keeping us guessing, dropping just enough to fuel the fire." The man's a master at controlling the narrative. But with the Vikings front office laser-focused on McCarthy, it's hard to see them pivoting unless disaster strikes. What's the vibe, Vikings Nation? Do you buy Rodgers' denial, or is he playing for D-chess? Drop your theories below, because I'm dying to hear what you think about this plot twist. Okay, let's pivot to the Pittsburgh angle because it's a big part of this story. The Steelers have been all over Rodgers, hosting him for a visit last month and even setting up a throwing session with their new star receiver, DK Metcalf. Pittsburgh's desperate for a QB, with only Mason Rudolph on the roster, and coach Mike Tomlin called the Rodgers meeting a really good day. But here's the rub. Some reports, like one from CBS Sports, suggest Rodgers isn't sold on Pittsburgh. Insiders say he's only playing in 2025 if it's for a legit Super Bowl contender. The Steelers went 10-7 last year, but Rodgers might not see them as elite enough to chase that second ring. This makes me wonder, Skol fans, Is Rodgers holding out for a team like the Vikings, who proved they're contenders? Or is he just stalling until the NFL draft shakes things up? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. Speaking of the draft, it's just days away, April 24th, 2025, and it could change everything. The Steelers, sitting at pick 21, might grab a quarterback like Alabama's Jalen Milroe if Rodgers bails. Meanwhile, the Vikings are locked in with McCarthy, so the draft won't directly impact our QB room. But what if another team snags Rodgers post-draft? Rodgers himself said the draft won't sway his decision, which is wild. He's out here playing by his own rules, unbothered by the NFL's timeline. This guy's got ice in his veins, but it's driving teams like Pittsburgh nuts. What do you think, Vikings Nation? Is Rodgers waiting for the perfect offer, or is he just done with football? Smash that comment section with your hot takes. Let's get real about Rodgers' retirement talk. On the Pat McAfee show, he didn't shy away from it, saying, "Retirement still could be a possibility. At 41, with a Super Bowl ring and 4 MVP awards, he's got nothing left to prove. Plus, he's in a serious relationship now, and personal life is clearly weighing heavy." Some outlets, like Bolivip US, push the narrative that retirement is his top choice unless O'Connell calls. But that's shaky. Rodgers never confirmed it, and the Vikings' commitment to McCarthy makes it a long shot. Still, the idea of Rodgers walking away after 20 seasons hits hard. Skull Squad, would you respect Rodgers retiring to focus on life, or do you think he's got one more run in him? Share your thoughts below, because this one's got me torn. Now, let's talk about why the Vikings might not need Rodgers. Our roster is stacked, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave bolstering the D-line, a 14-3 record last year, and McCarthy ready to shine. O'Connell's offense is built for a mobile, smart QB, and McCarthy fits that mold perfectly. Rodgers, as great as he is, comes with baggage, media circus, injury risks, remember that 2023 Achilles tear, and a hefty price tag. The Vikings don't need a short-term fix when they're building a dynasty. Check Vikings.com for the latest on McCarthy's offseason progress. It's looking good. What's your call, Vikings fans? Stick with McCarthy or roll the dice on Rodgers for a year? Hit the comments and let's debate this one. If Rodgers did join the Vikings, what would it look like? Imagine him slinging passes to Justin Jefferson, with TJ Hawkinson and Aaron Jones in the mix. Our offense could be unstoppable, and Rodgers' veteran savvy might push us past that NFC Championship hump. But at what cost? Mentorship sounds nice, but Rodgers isn't exactly Mr. Warm and Fuzzy. He'd want to start, and that could stall McCarthy's growth. Plus, his 2024 stats with the Jets' 5 wins, average QBR weren't exactly MVP level. The risk is real, Skull fans. Would you take that gamble, Vikings Nation? A 1-year Rodgers rental for a Super Bowl shot, or keep the long-term plan with McCarthy? Drop your vote in the comments. Let's wrap this up with the big picture. Rodgers' decision could shake up the NFL, but for the Vikings, it's McCarthy's show. The 2025 season is about building on that 14-3 magic with or without a future Hall of Famer. Rodgers might retire, join Pittsburgh, or shock us all, but Minnesota's future is bright either way. The NFL schedule drops in mid-May, and Rodgers' choice could tweak some primetime matchups. Picture a Vikings-Steelers showdown with Rodgers in black and gold. Spicy, but I'm betting on McCarthy leading US to glory, Skull style. What's your gut saying, Vikings Nation? Rodgers in purple, Pittsburgh, or retired? Let's hear it in the comments, because this drama's far from over. Vikings Nation, that's the latest on the Aaron Rodgers saga, served up with all the passion of a US Bank Stadium roar. If you're hyped for more Vikings news, smash that like button, drop your hottest takes in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you never miss an update. Share this with your Skull brothers and sisters, and let's keep the purple pride alive. Skull Vikings, and I'll catch you in the next one.